Hello, welcome to this short video just to show you how to keep your Meaco 1056 fan nice and clean. Like all fans, it's drawing through quite a lot of air, and some of that is going to contain dust and dirt which is going to stick to the inside of the fan motor and the fan blades. So you want to get inside here every now and again just to give it a clean, just to keep it nice and pristine and in good working order and looking nice. And if you do that, you're going to get many years good service out of this fan. So to do so, you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver, but first things first, remove it from the mains power. Never go inside electrical product whilst it's still connected to the mains. Now, just behind the handle, where the two connections are to keep the handle in place, you're going to see a couple of little Phillips screws. That's what we're going to disconnect. So, place the fan down on a level surface. Easiest to do it this way round rather than have the fan standing up. So if you do drop the screws, then all that's going to happen is they'll just go straight through the fan and land on the table. So they won't be able to go inside the fan, and they won't drop off the side and bounce onto the floor or anything like that. They'll just end up on the table underneath the fan. So two Phillips screws out. What you're then going to find is left and right of the handle, there's a couple of little lugs. So we're just going to pinch those and squeeze them in. Sometimes it's easier just to do it with the screwdriver whilst you've still got it. And what we're doing when we pinch and squeeze is that we're just separating the front cover from the rear. There's two more lugs down the bottom. Now you don't always have to do all of them. Sometimes three of them's enough and it just comes loose. This one feels like it's come off. Yeah. So now you can clean inside there and get that nice and tidy, and that gives you access then to the fan blades itself. There's a safety nut just on the front of the fan blade, and as is the case for all fans, this is sort of counterintuitive. So this is where you forget your lefty loosey righty tighty because it goes in the other direction. So unscrew that to the right, off that comes. Then you've got your fan blade. You can give that a nice clean. Use a wet wipe or a dishcloth, something like that. But make sure it's 100% dry when you go to put it back on, please. And then, as for in here, a dry clean, please. Don't get any water around the DC motor and the electronics that are in here. So you can clean in here, no problem at all, but make sure it's a dry clean. And then you can get that all nice and sorted. Then reverse the process and pop that back on. Safety nut back on. So again, counterintuitive, to tighten up, that's going to the left. Now to put the front cover back on, what I'm looking for is these raised ridges, and that's going to be my target. Meaco logo the right way up. And I've got the raised ridges on the side here as well. I'm just going to line those up with the ridges on the back, click it into place, and the cover's back on. So all that remains now is for me to put those two Phillips screws back in, and your fan is good to go again. So that's what you need to know to get inside the fan to safely clean it. Remember to disconnect it from the mains before you do so. If you've got any other questions or comments, then please leave it in the fields below or go to meaco.com and contact us there. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.